What's cracking, guys? Bruce Mattson here, your host of the show of Metric Scout Fantasy Football. The 40s are done for the running backs, and like I try to say, that the combine should not be the main driver in your player evaluation. You'll catch some dudes saying, because they try to be hip, they try to be cool, the combine doesn't matter. It's all about the tape, bro. But it does matter. It matters just in different ways. Like the 40 times, the vertical jumps, all that stuff. They get weighed in. They get averaged in. You put in your production scores and all that stuff, however you do it. It's not your key driver, but it is important. There are times, and it should be rare, that a player falls on their face, and that's it for him. That's it. Like, you can't justify any more to be able to draft him. A lot of people, that was David Bell yesterday. He ran in 4.6s. And a lot of people are going to fade him now. I believe that's more than fast enough to get the job done at the NFL level. We've seen that on countless times with players. 4.7 range is a totally different story. This is a rare situation that you see a player excel, a running back, wide receiver, whatever, when they hit it in the 4.7s on the 40-yard dash. Today, Kyren Williams just nosedive. He measured at 5'9", weighed in at 194 pounds. In the 40, he ran a 4.72 on the first run, then came back. Maybe he was going to run a better run. Maybe he just slowed down or something. Maybe he had a bad start. Whatever. This was his time to redeem himself. No. 4.7. That equated to a 78.2 weight-adjusted speed score. When you take his 40 time and mash that with his 194-pound weight, that's not good. That's not good. There are not very many running backs in the league with that kind of score, period. Just even being able to compete on the field, let alone being productive. The thing is, that 78.2 weight-adjusted speed score, lowest at the combine by a lot. Most guys are in the 90s, if not in the hundreds. It's either 90s or hundreds. A few guys in the 80s. Dude's in 78 territory. That's not good. We liked him a little bit throughout the draft process. We saw burst. We saw some speed. He did not show that today. Maybe he can run a little better on his pro day. Guarantee he's going to try to, and pro day tracks are faster. Running a 4.7, it's going to be hard for me to get behind you. That draft capital really has to be there for Kyren Williams. I'm not fading him all the way yet, but there's going to be some running backs jumping ahead of him in my next ranking. Some running backs that I like. Again, after the big three, we're talking Breece Hall, who had a good day today. Isaiah Spiller, Kenneth Walker, who had a good day today. After that, we just got a bunch of dudes, and they're just jockeying for position. And like I said before, we're going to spray and pray on wide receivers and attack the big three. And looks like from what we saw today, that's what we're going to get. And with the crop that we have on the back end at running back, we're going to have a few guys that are going to land in some spots that we can hitch a wagon to. The running back rankings here on the channel is going to change a little bit from the 40s, from the athleticism scores and all that. Draft capital for me on running backs matter a lot. If you get drafted on day 2, that means you're going to have a good opportunity to get touches early on in your career, which could lead to opportunities for you being the lead dog in your backfield, possibly. So I kind of weigh that in pretty high. The combine, not so much, as long as you don't fail it. Kyren Williams failed the combine today. That 4.7 is very scary. He has to get selected in the second round for me to really be on board with him again. And he will see a drop in the rankings. He'll see a drop. One, where he was at, he wasn't concreted in there. After the big three, it wasn't tight with these guys. It's just the mishmash of running backs. And after the big three's gone, we're going after wide receivers anyway. So those guys are jockeying position. We got some guys moving up, some guys moving down. I'm going to be talking about the wide receivers' athleticism scores here in the next couple videos. The running back athleticism scores here in the next couple videos. You're going to want to hit that subscribe button because I got a lot coming at you from this combine. A lot of things we got to discuss, a lot of things we got to talk about. Unlike most Dynasty Fantasy Football channels on YouTube, they're going to talk about this combine a little bit. You may get 2 videos out of a channel. Here, you're going to get a lot. Here, you're getting a reaction video on Kyren Williams. And my initial reaction, he just got done running the 40. And my initial feeling is, that is dog shit, and I am going to fade him unless something changes. And the only change that can happen right now is he gets bumped up into the 2nd round. And my overall feeling about this running back class, it's what we expected. We expect this not to be an overly athletic running back class, not going to jump out the building, not going to blaze the track. We got some guys with some good athleticism scores. Kyren Williams failed. Breece Hall looked damn good. Kenneth Walker looked damn good. Wish we could have saw Isaiah Spiller run. Would have gave us a better outlook on the big 3. Those 2 guys, though, Walker and Hall, damn. I'm into them in the 1st round, and I'm going to mix and mash them up with the wide receivers. Spiller, too, he's not dead to me. I like him a lot still. He's still up there. I think Walker is cemented more into the top with Spiller and Hall, and I think Hall is the 101 or the RB1 in this class. I feel very good about drafting Hall early. I feel good about having him as one of the top guys. I think it's between him and Burks right now, and then after that, maybe like Garrett Wilson, but we got to see. I think Kenneth Walker needs a little bit more respect on his name in the industry from what I've seen on the combine, but I'm really going to digest the stats, get the official times in, and just calculate some of the numbers a little bit more and come back at you with a video. But right now, Kyren Williams, it's just not happening. It's just not happening. He ran a 4.72 and came back ran a 4.7. It did not look fast on his run either way. It didn't look good. 78.2 weight-adjusted speed score. That is low. That's bottom of the barrel of this class, especially when you rank them out. And I can make a case for you if you're running the 4.6. If you run a 4.66. If you run a 4.65. Maybe even a 4.67. I kind of make a case for you. But when I see a 4.7, let alone a 4.72, and you're not even 200 pounds, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't make that case. I just never been on board with a running back running in the 4.7s. It's one thing, you rarely see it. Like, you're more likely to get running backs to run in the 4.3s than you see running backs running the 4.7s slow. You barely see that. You only get like a guy or 2 a class. And those guys in those classes don't really hit. And you may be able to name a guy here and there once a decade or so that's gotten you some fantasy production or has been good. But overall, 95% of those guys don't hit. I need him to go to a team that is looking to use him, and I need him to get drafted high. I need him to go in the 2nd round, possibly the 3rd round. Even in the 3rd round, I'm still a little leery because that's slow. That's very slow. And on tape, he does not look that slow. He looked a little bit more bursty, but honestly, he's overrated. He was overrated. Should have looked into that a little bit more, but he was not up with the big 3, and it was a big mishmash of dudes after the big 3. Kyren Williams is a major faller in the combine. And there's going to be a few other guys I'm going to be talking about here in the next couple of days. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. Every subscription matters. It fuels me to keep bumping out this content. Fuels me to keep putting out reaction videos, going over tape, going over the metrics, giving you my feelings, giving you my thoughts, and all that stuff. I just want to help you out with your Dynasty Fantasy Football teams, your rookie drafts, redraft teams, whatever. But again, I want to thank you, and I'll catch you next time.